Welcome to the Dandelion Ranch. Alright, today what we're going to do is we have a Russian-made 7.62 and a Chinese-made 7.62. The Russian-made is got a little modification in that it has a 10-round clip. The Chinese-made is still original. The Chinese, which is the blonde colored gun, was bought in the late 60s for a whopping less than $70 total. The Russian made, which is the darker colored gun, and the older gun, and we'll get into the comparison of those later on, was bought recently. This is a breech load semi-automatic weapon. It shoots a 7.62 by 39 round. Right. This is not AR-15. This is a gun that's made between 1955 and 1962. This made between 1955 and 1958 because it is Russian made. After that, they were Chinese made. Let's load the Chinese gun up here. Alright, so as you can see, they both load. They're both top loads. This is not a quick, doesn't have a 20 round carbine or anything that you snap in and out of it. It's not quick release. So the advantage of a 5-round clip to a 10-round clip to a 20-round clip is it just takes you longer to reload. So you're probably faster on firepower with the shorter mag. All right, we got this target set up down range a little bit, and back behind that is 4 center blocks, and so what you ultimately will see is the damage that the round does to the center blocks. All right, so and what we got going on up here is Kyle is and damn, what a pile of rubble. I didn't realize it was going to do that. We'll get a little bit more of the impact on the other one. So, at any rate, so it was devastating to the center block. Devastating to the center blocks. Just several rounds, and actually the rounds went here, up here, and just devastating to this to a center block. So if you were hiding out behind that center block wall right there, there's holes in the ground and shit like that. That bullet went straight through them center blocks. It would it's a devastating round. So we're going to shoot the Chinese gun here in just 1 second, and we'll show you the target. Alright, so here's the Chinese made gun, same caliber, same everything like that. We'll compare the two guns in just a little bit, and that kind of stuff, but basically there's the target. It's downrange. Zoom in. Alright, T-Max, let's have at her. See what happens.
You can get unloaded real quick.
Just go for it, man. That was freaking awesome.
Huh?
I said that was freaking awesome. Let's go down here and look and see what happened. All right. Well, that was about 8 rounds out of that gun right there, and it surprised me it held more than 5. So, but at any rate, but you look and see what devastation it does to a center block. And granted, there was old center blocks nonetheless, but there was 4 of them piled up back behind it, and it just obliterated it. So pretty awesome. Okay, so now we're going to get into a side-by-side comparison about these two guns, and basically They measure out the same length within about a 1/16 of an inch. barrel to butt stock. Now the Russian-made gun has had a extra piece of rubber, shock absorber added to the stock, so we're not counting that. And it also still has its original bayonet. The serial numbers all match on these guns. There's a serial number there. It's actually on the stock. That one also, serial number on there. Serial number is right there. The difference in this is it's on the trigger. This one's also, the Russian's on the trigger. Yeah, it's on the magazine, but the difference here is this has had an extra magazine added to it, and it does say made in China on it. We ordered these straps off of, did you get me that magazine over there, Tommy, on the deal? Ordered these straps off of this website right here. Is Kyle, back off on that light if you will a little bit. Order this off of Cheaper Than Dirt, and there is their website, www.cheaperthandirt.com. Pretty cool. Discount ammunition, and as a matter of fact we were shooting some of that today. And we ordered these straps, and these straps actually came in wrapped in 1960s plastic wax paper kind of stuff, and it was pretty cool. These are original to the guns, and of course this gun's had a handle added to it, which you could do to this gun too also. Both guns have an iron sight on them that is done in meters with elevation, and slide that down and click it back in, and it elevates the sight. It's done in meters. Both guns have the same sight on them. Both are breech load guns, as you already saw. The bullets go in here, and there's really no great advantage on this as to whether you have a 20-round clip or whether you have a 10-round clip or with an 8-round clip, because basically you got to shove all the bullets down to the top. It's not a quick loader by any stretch of the imagination. The one big difference with the Chinese gun to the Russian made gun is the Chinese gun has a place for a side mount scope. And the scope, this is a scope bracket here. The bracket would come over the top of the gun, and the scope would mount here. The Russian made gun, because it's made about 4 or 5 years earlier, does not have that. Safeties are all the same. There's a trigger safety here, and also a trigger safety here. There's also a safety here and a safety here. So, but the main difference in between the Chinese gun and, can you catch the end of that, Tom? Thank you. And the Russian built gun is the thickness of the wood, and there's a little bit more wood. Oh, I don't know. Kyle, can you get focus in on that? I don't know. Can you get in on that with a light? All right, there. You may be too. Back up a little bit. All right. The wood. There's a little bit more wood on the Russian-made gun than there is on the Chinese-made gun. The wood is a little bit wider. This is a little narrower. Even if you come down here to the stock and look at the stock, a little bit wider here, a little bit narrower here. And then if you look at the two guns side by side, if you lay them both back down, I don't know whether you get the perspective on this, but the depth of the stock is just a little bit bigger. So the Chinese, as they always do, definitely cut down on stuff, cheapen the manufacturing up a little bit, that kind of stuff. You can, I don't know whether you can see the Soviet I gotta back that off because it's a little bit bright. You can see the Soviet star on that, and then you see the Gook writing on that. So, but we went out and shot them. They performed equally. They did a fine job. They devastated everything. I think it's just cool that these guns even still exist. You can pick these up. Regular retail on these is somewhere between $250 and $500. Neither one of these guns were purchased for anywhere near the top end, and one of them was purchased for a lot less than the low end. But that was a bunch of years ago. They shoot fine. They're a lot of fun. They pack a devastating punch. And check out cheaperthandirt.com. You get a catalog, and you can buy your ammo there, and a bunch of neat accessories and stuff like that. So that's my comparison side by side on two SKSs, one from 1957 or so, and one from 1962 or 63. Precursor to the AK-47, and a lot more devastating round. Thanks for watching. The other cool thing about this gun is, and it's a little difficult here, but I reach my finger in here and push on the magic secret door, and with a little persuasion, lots of persuasion. Okay, lots of fucking persuasion. Start? No. Out of the buttstock comes the cleaning implements for the gun. Brushes, files, picks, that kind of stuff. That's what's held inside this tube right here. And that's pretty awesome that this gun still actually has that. And then the bed.
Like we said, this is a Russian-made gun, not an American-made gun.
Yeah, right.
And has its issues.
Hard for an American to operate it. And then in the front of the gun is the cleaning rod, and best access by releasing the tension on the bayonet, and then the cleaning rod comes out, and the attachment screw to that, and obviously that cleans the gun. So another neat feature of this gun, where this gun is all complete. Hard to find one of these like this, and particularly with one with the cleaning stuff all in there, and it just the tube just goes back up in there, and my finger is not long enough to close it, but nonetheless it goes back up in there, and it's pretty cool. So thanks for watching.